they are at bare bones. They really are at bare bones. Now, the positive thing for them is that if they could somehow get through, they'd have everybody bar Dragosin back for the final. Everybody's expected back in the next 2 weeks, bar Dragosin. But the thing is, the only way they get through tonight is if we play badly. This game has literally nothing to do with them and everything to do with us. The only reason they're 1-0 up is because we were so bad in the first leg. It had nothing to do with them. You know, Spurs are the ultimate Jekyll and Hyde team. They either look dynamite or they look like absolute garbage. But ultimately, it doesn't matter which Spurs turn up. If we turn up and play like we can play, we're just levels above them, as we showed in the league game. And let's remember, 6-3 was very flattering to them. Not at all flattering to us. We should have beaten them by 5, 6, 7 clear goals. But tonight, if we turn up and we play the way we're capable of playing, we will go through. We will go through. We're a significantly better team than them when everybody's fit. And when they're missing all of those players, the gap doesn't get smaller. We'll have a couple of absentees, certainly one in Trent. There's some suggestion that there might be another one, but I don't know how much faith to put in any of that. Trent will miss tonight, but you're likely looking at Ali in goal, Connor Bradley right back. I'm going to guess Costas at left back, but it could be Robertson. Ibu and Virgil in the middle. Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai is the midfield. Salah. Then there's a question mark, I think, as to who the 9 is. I think Gakpo will be the left winger. I think it's a game for Darwin. I really do. I think it's a game for Darwin. I wouldn't risk Jota from the start. And I think, look, I'm not as against the Diaz 9 thing as some others are. I think he's done mostly fine in that position. But if Darwin is the 9, I don't want Diaz as the left winger. If Jota is the 9, then I do want Diaz as the left winger. Because Jota Diaz works better than Jota Gakpo. But it all comes down to who the 9 is. And I think it's a game for Darwin. So I think you go Darwin and Gakpo in the front 3 with Mo. And I think that's more than enough to beat them by a couple of goals. And all I want tonight is a Rafa Benitez 2-0 where nothing happens. It's just very, very businesslike. And we just get through with, you know, no new bumps and bruises. Everybody comes through comfortably. That's all I want from tonight. Is that too much to ask on Anfield Index's 14th birthday? I think if there's any common decency in the club, that's what they'll arrange for us tonight. So, you know, that's what we're pushing for. Let's jump to This Is Anfield and see if they've got anything of note. There are 10 key things to know ahead of the game. There's a couple of pieces on potential team selections. Why Liverpool fans singing Cop Classic is a nod to more than just a special season. The classic Liverpool song, A Liver Bird Upon My Chest, has re-emerged in the stands and has the potential to be the soundtrack to what could be a historic season for the Reds. It is a song you didn't hear for a long, long time. Yeah, I think it's cool to have the rebirth. Fair play. Okay, let's move on. What else do we have here? Ryan Gravenberch admits singing YNWA on the pitch. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Is that during the game or after the game, though? Because, you know, during the game, you should probably be a bit more focused. Tottenham could be without key figure and 9 others. The key figure is Van de Ven. The 9 others are the 9 I listed. While Liverpool legend thinks Virgil van Dijk is most important of the three contracts, that's John Barnes who's saying that. And I actually do agree. I think Virgil is the one that's the most important. But I think it's razor sharp between him and Mo. And if you want to say Mo is more important, I'm not going to argue with you. I will argue with anyone who claims Trent is more important than either of them, though, because it's just not. Not in this team, not under Arne Slot. Maybe under Jurgen, you would have had more of a case, but you don't have a case now. How Liverpool's spending compares to the Premier League rivals in 24-25. We're bottom of the spending league. So, yeah, there's that. Liverpool Loney has crazy debut story after 4-hour trip. Only met teammates pre-match. Fabian Mrozic has gone on loan to Forest Green and had a 4-hour car journey. Okay. Well, that can't have been fun for a fella who's probably 6'2", 6'3". But by all accounts, he did very well. So that's really good. He spent 4 hours in a car, had about an hour at the hotel. In that time, he had to eat and have a shower to freshen up. And fair play to him. Fair play to him and had a good game. Always good to see our youngsters doing well when they're out on loan. Anything on Liverpool.com while we're here? We might as well have a look. Did I give flowers to Dave Hendrick the other day for his exclusive on Trent's injury? If I didn't, I want to do that now. So obviously we've had Pierce and Joyce and all the rest come out and report that Trent's injury is not serious. It's a days rather than weeks type of thing, and that he could well be back for Everton. Dave Hendrick had that days before any of them, so huge credit goes to Dave. Liverpool.com have a predicted lineup for tonight. Pool players, but Arne Slot got January decision spot on. This sounds like simping. Big signing required. I heard Arne Slot explains what he wants at Liverpool, and it should point to major summer transfer. Likely nonsense. Micky van de Ven admits he could have signed for Liverpool boss Arne Slot. I assume that's when Arne was at Alkmaar. Let's have a look. Let's see. Who said that they got the January decision spot on? It just appears to be an opinion piece by Matt Addison. Doesn't seem to be anybody of note who's said that. So, yeah. Van de Ven said quite a bit in recent days, hasn't he? Because he talked about how he could have joined Liverpool. It would very much appear that, at the time, at that summer, last summer, 2023, or, well, actually, last summer was 2024, the summer before 2023, Klopp's last summer in charge, Van de Ven was linked to us. And the word is that Schmatke said he wasn't ready. So I just assume that's what happened. Now, Van de Ven has also said he could have signed for Alkmaar. Arne tried to sign him there, but Volendam refused to sign him. And then when he went to Feyenoord, he tried to sign him, but he'd already agreed to go to Wolfsburg. I definitely wouldn't be against going back for Micky van de Ven, but I think if you're talking to Spurs with anybody, you start that conversation with Archie Gray and work from there. AnfieldIndex.com. What have you got for us on your 14th birthday? Let's have a gander. There's a piece on the contract situation. There's a piece on Mark Guehi. A couple of pieces ahead of tonight, including a predicted 11. There's a piece about Luis Diaz and how he's been used this season. Podcast-wise, there is plenty going on. So there's Arne Slot's press conference from yesterday. There's the Daily Red from yesterday with Guy. If you haven't listened to that, go and listen to it. There is Dave Davis's breakdown of Arne Slot's press conference. There's also a big decisions pod. It's Dave Davis and Trev Downey. Given this, no transfer is going to happen, I assume this is what the lads will do in place of that for a little while. And there is the latest Mulby on the spot, which I listened to today. It is an absolute tour de force by two wonderful fellows. So go and listen to Trev Downey and Jan Mulby break down what is a massive month ahead for the Reds. And that will do. Happy birthday, Anfield Index. Enjoy your Thursday. Tonight, we secure a place in Wembley. Take care. Bye-bye.